nipples ready, boys. It's time for another podcast. And girls, because girls have the best nipples. I don't know if we should start with that, but what the hell, we're doing it.
I'll just, whatever. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech doesn't exist anymore, so I'll just bleep everything out.
Yeah, I can't even say nipples anymore without people saying, "Oh, you're being sexist." It's like,
I have nipples too. I can talk about my own nipples. See, they're right. I'm not gonna show you
because it'd be too graphic. I don't know.
No. Anyway, welcome back, dudes and dudettes, chicks and dudes, man and whammons, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Talking Rad, the podcast. Welcome back to Talking Rad, the podcast with your host, the Rad Kitties.
Yeah.
This is episode 18. Can you believe we've done 18 straight
weeks? This
weeks?
podcast is legal now.
Yeah, 18 straight weeks of chatting it up.
Yeah.
About the good, the bad, and the freaking ugly.
It's grown up so fast.
And we even got a new table, which you can't really see. We do have a third camera that's off screen, but it's horrible. It literally looks like it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
But
what it means by off screen, it's not recording. I mean, we're not using it to record.
Yes. We've used it before if you've seen it in previous episodes. But for those listeners that are just listening, welcome. If we sound good, thanks. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for finding us. It took me a while to I mean, I guess I haven't done it yet, but if you're hearing this on a different platform besides YouTube, kudos. But I've been going at it for a while, trying to figure out how to get this podcast on Spotify and SoundCloud, and I guess eventually iTunes. But hopefully I'll figure it out soon.
iTunes is much harder. Like, you have to have like a person to go through with it, like to put like the license to put through it. I don't know. It's a more complicated effort, and you got to pay a license for that. So
it sucks.
Yeah. So you know, that Chris Chan, aka Christine Weston Chandler, probably known.
Strikes again,
and I'm gonna try to pull up the tweets.
He's on Twitter now. She's on Twitter.
Yeah.
She's probably been on there for a while.
If you look at the banner, on the Twitter, if you wanna follow along, you can type in on Twitter at CWC Sunshoe. That's the handle, and it's Christine, and the up title, I don't know what they're called. The upper title is Christine W. Chandler, and the tweet that was sent, I'm gonna read it out.
It's kind of graphic.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. It's in a thread. Okay, so here's the first tweet. It says, "Everyone, pool yourselves together. Pool yourselves together."
With like pool.
Yeah.
P-double.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that correct? Like if you pool together.
Like if you pool your money together, but I don't know if he's using it right. If y'all again, she used the y'all. If y'all want to see another house tour video, $200 directly to my PayPal gets y'all the house tour inside and outside. No negotiations on the price. So, okay, for this, let me tell about this first one. She wants $200 just to take a camera and go through her house, when she doesn't need any money for that. Instead, she's just e-bagging at this point, which I don't think anyone should give her a single cent for a house tour.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I don't want to see your dirty, ugly house. I've seen it, like the videos I've seen where it's filmed, and it doesn't look that spectacular. It looks like it's not like a $1 million celebrity house like you see on MTV Cribs or something. Like, I don't get. Again, like, she's autistic, but still, like, she's still trying to get money. I think people ask, "Hey, we should do another house tour." It's like, all right, I want money then. It's like, don't give her money. Don't give her money at all. Just don't do it. It's bad. So the second tweet, I can't. I can't. I don't know if she removed it, but I don't know. Did she remove it? I can't find it on here. Well, anyways, what it says exactly is
It was very weird.
Yeah, it's like if you live in the Wisconsin area. I can't remember where she's from. If you live in the
Was it Michigan or something?
Michigan area, somewhere. Hold on, maybe
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, Virginia area or Ruckersville. If you live in the Ruckersville, Virginia area, remember what it says. If you live in the Ruckersville, Virginia area, I will give I think it was $5 to
You paid her $5.
Yeah. I'll give a BJ for $5. No joke. It's like, oh my gosh.
Not clickbait.
So not only is she desperate for money, but she's willing to, do that.
She's willing to eat some popsicles for $5.
Yeah.
$5? She could charge more for that. Not that I would pay, or not that anyone's going to pay for that matter, but
yeah.
Have some confidence in yourself, woman. $5?
Yeah, $5. Jeez. Well, it's probably up on the CWC wiki. They archived it probably. So if you want to go find the tweets, like the first tweet's still there, but the second tweet, I guess she deleted because I can't find it. I looked through the timeline, it's gone. But anyways, she's still doing shit. Oh, I shouldn't say. See, we were trying to reduce the swearing on the podcast, so we don't have to edit so much. She's trying to do things that. That's why we don't swear as much on the podcast. We shouldn't really swear at all much.
No, we shouldn't.
Even live streaming, it's been condemned to hell because of my foul language. Not yet, though. I mean, Twitch, everyone swears on Twitch, so.
Anyway, side the point. Christine Chan is still, she's on the prowl. She's still doing her thing, which is.
She now wants some dick. She, darn it, can't make it too. She now wants the taste of men in her mouth, because
she wants a nice meaty
because
lollipop.
back when she was identified as a male, she said she hated pickles, you know.
Even
but yeah,
she had one.
Yeah. Also, on the series Chris Chan Comprehensive History, I watched part 9 recently, and some of the trolls, they went pretty far. They recorded all these conversations on a thing called Kick. No, I don't think it's Kick. That's the mobile application. It's a thing that's was Discord. I think it's called Kick. I think that's some mobile. My memory's all fuzzy. If you want to go watch it, it's called Chris Chan Comprehensive History. It's part 9 I'm referring to, and some of the stuff after they were done conversating with Chris afterwards whoa man, that was too far and stuff. Even some of the trolls that were trolling him, they even called out some of the people, said man, that's kind of too far, we shouldn't do that. He's still a human,
He is a human. That's what I'm saying. I understand the guy does weird stupid garbage that is uncalled for and should not be tolerated, but at the same time I don't think people should be egging him on.
Yeah.
Let the guy do his own thing. I think he needs a permanent babysitter.
Yeah, he actually needs help.
Yeah, he does need help.
He needs deep mental help, and he will refuse it. That's his problem. He'll refuse it. When his mom dies, they're gonna take him to a home for not, I wouldn't say a mental institution. I'm saying a place where they're gonna hold him because clearly he's.
I think he's incapable of living on his own.
Yeah. And they're going to take him by force.
And another thing, talking about monitoring him.
Or they're going to give him, a carer, what Ethan Klein has.
A wife?
Yeah, a wife. No, they're not going to be a wife. Don't you know that joke where Hila's Ethan's official carer?
Yes, I've heard the joke.
Yeah, except it's going to be an actual carer. It's going to be a big black guy named Bubba. I'm sorry, was that racist?
I don't know, probably.
It probably was, according to this climate, according to this political climate we're having. They're gonna think it's racist, but Or maybe it's gonna be a Filipino man named
Bubba. You can name a Filipino man Bubba.
Bubba sounds Filipino. Filipino man. Christine, you'll need to take your pills. No, I don't want to take my pills. Get out of here, you stupid. And then he calls a racist thing, but that I would dare not say on this podcast.
Good way to hold back there, buddy. But Chris Chan, she needs monitored, especially since she has the ability to put stuff on the internet. I mean, as does everybody, but like, I don't know. Just watching all of her stuff is kind of weird and disturbing.
Yeah.
And
like in 2018, that video that we saw where it's like tearing out a Christmas tree. That was from 2018. Like she's like destroying a little Christmas tree. It's like, who's the fat ass now, Hulkster?
rips up a picture of Hulk Hogan and then says that
my favorite wrestler is Chris Benoit. She says that in 2018 when Chris Benoit killed himself and his family, and like
that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was almost a decade. That's like more than a decade ago, I think.
Yeah.
That was a dark time for wrestling. Not that I really kept up with it. I don't really keep up with wrestling now. It's just a mess. If you try to hop into wrestling, it's like comics. It's just like
you need to
DC,
be there.
Yeah.
You need to be there from the beginning.
You had to be there. Well, it's kind of hard to be there from the beginning since there were like I think they've been doing like this type of soap opera format of wrestling since like the 70s. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris Chan, God bless you. I hope somehow, some way you don't
help.
screw people over and get help.
Please stop asking people for money. People should stop paying you for money. People should stop paying you, or don't pay her
or offer a service. Like I understand a BJ's a service and all, but there's better ways to go about doing it.
There's better ways to get money.
Buy and sell things to raise money, or get a job, or she still has a good following on the internet, enough to make money.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would monetize her since the stuff she's put out, but
well, she can still sell all those drawings. Like she sells drawings on eBay for like $100. It's like a little kid drawing.
Yeah.
I almost want to buy one just so we can say we have something from Chris Chan and we'll frame it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to pay $100 for a drawing that my little siblings can draw.
That a 30-year-old autistic.
I think he's like 40 now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris Chan. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. I'll still gonna watch the series though, Comprehensive History, because like it goes deep into the details, and
aren't they like 40-minute episodes?
Yeah, it's just like so much packed with so much detail. It's probably like 20 parts, so yeah, it's still gonna be a long ride. And the guy who does it, Geno Samuel 2, like he called it Geno Samuel 2 because he has another channel that's like this music stuff, but this one's like documentaries. Go give him a subscribe. He says he's going to do other people. He was going to do one on Gigi Allen. Don't know who that is. I would say look him up, but be warned, it's not pretty who this guy is.
Yeah.
Do you know are you aware who Gigi Allen is?
I am not, but I just like saying yeah.
Yeah. If you go look him up, just I'd say just go look up a Wikipedia article on him. Everything you see on the Wikipedia article will make so much sense. Don't look up his music; it's not good.
Rude.
No, it's not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's horrible.
I kind of wanted to talk about. Chris Chan. Let's just be done with that if that's cool with you. I wanted to talk about like esports, especially like the last month or so. Especially with Twitch, like esports is becoming a thing because of one guy who's spearheading, which everybody knows about, is Ninja with the whole Fortnite thing. But
it's a generic name too. It's not like Fire Ninja or Sparkling Ninja. It's just Ninja. No numbers, no nothing. Like that's just his name. Yeah, it's kind of surprising. Like. And he came out of nowhere too. He just went.
He just exploded.
Nowhere.
Well, it's because one, Fortnite is huge, and two, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
Like, if you have not seen any ninja gameplay of Fortnite, go watch it. It is very mesmerizing watching these pros.
I have not seen any of his gameplay. Maybe I'll look at.
You should go watch. Like, it is. There's something about, like, if I were just watching Fortnite, watching people that weren't good, like myself, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I suck
unless
at the
they're
game.
unless they're comedians.
Yeah, unless they're comedians.
Unless they're
but,
really
like,
funny about it, like I guess Vine Sauce, Vinny, he started streaming Fortnite, but before Fortnite, he's like done a bunch of other games. He's really funny. Like I saw this one called where he played a game called Toilet Land, and like Michael Jackson's. I think it's a very weird game. Just look up him, Vinny playing Toilet Wonderland, and every time Michael Jackson appears, he does the voice. Oh, hello there. It's time you know your destiny. It's like, he does it really good too. It's better than I can, and it's really funny. Okay.
Nice.
And also Joel, also on the Vine Sauce crew. I can't remember his name. It's like Vargascarther. So I can't. I have to look at it. Actually, look at the name and pronounce it. But you look up Vine Sauce Joel, and he's funny. He's like one of my he's also one of my favorites. He does like Windows 98 destruction. Hilarious, just hilarious. And there's other Vine Sauce crew members too. You should check out. Who knows? Maybe if I get good enough, I can be part of Vine Sauce. Probably not. Vine Sauce is great though. You should go check them out.
Yeah, check out Vine Sauce. But so going back to the Fortnite thing is like Fortnite. If I were to just watch any people play it, like if they're not good, it's not very entertaining unless like Thane said they're comedians.
Like Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, his delivery on everything.
Yeah, but watching Ninja, I think this is why he blew up so fast, is because Fortnite is big, but he's also really good at it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like, go watch any of his gameplays, and it is crazy how amazing he is at this game. And I think that's what, like, I've seen esports. I've been watching esports for like 6 or 7 years. It started with Halo, because I love Halo. I started watching professional Halo players duke it out, and then I started watching Call of Duty as well when I got into that. And these guys are actually really good players. And I think that this whole Fortnite thing with Ninja and Drake, like, this is now pushing not only esports, but video games in general. Like, I would say, like, maybe 10 years ago, gamers were labeled as, even still today, gamers are labeled as like geeks. Like,
yeah.
The typical gamer is the guy that sits in his room all day playing video games, still lives in his parents' basement, which is not true at all.
Yeah,
like,
you can make money off this stuff.
Yeah, you can make tons of money off of playing video games, and that's all thanks
just
to
playing them, not just making them. But
playing them.
Yeah.
But that's what I meant to say. But that's all due, like, all of that is because of the platforms that people are able to do it today. Like, YouTube was, I would say, one of the first to where you could make money playing video games. I mean, prior to that, they did have tournaments, but I think it was a very niche thing that I don't ever remember watching them, broadcast Halo tournaments live on television. Like, the only way I was able to watch those is because I bought.
I think they did do one of them, like on one channel, but it was like on like a satellite channel. I think it was like like a dish channel, but that's all I know, and I don't think it's very popular. But yeah, continuing on.
Yeah, the only way I was able to watch this Halo, we might even have it here.
I think it's down there somewhere. It's like the.
It was like this. I think it's right here.
Yeah, it's right there.
So the only way I was able to even watch it is because we had this, which I'm gonna hold it up close.
Even though it says Xbox, it's a DVD. Is it a D? Yeah, it's a DVD.
This is it's a Halo DVD that it has a demo disc in there too. You can play games, but it had like, I can't remember how much footage it had, but it had like the tournament of people playing Halo 1 on there, and I loved it. I was like, dude, these guys are freaking amazing. And this was like, for me, this was before I even got into fighting, playing with my friends and shooting each other. I was all about the campaign, but watching that, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. I love competitive video games.
Yep.
Because I love sports, and people always argue, or they'll say, why do you watch I mean, my mom said this to me too, and I'm sure millions of other people have encountered this situation, but they're like, why do you watch other people play video games? Why don't you go play it yourself? And then I say, well,
it's mostly the personalities.
Yeah, I'm like,
attached to them.
Well, I'm like, you're watching basketball or baseball right now. Like, I love sports. I played them growing up, but I also love video games. And so when someone says, why don't you just play the game yourself, and then they go watch like a broadcasted sport, I'm like, dude, like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like, electronic sports and regular sports, like,
it's more like sharing experiences. Like, yeah, you play the game, but seeing someone else play it, it's more like connected. If you played it before and then you see someone else play it, you can like laugh at them for how much they're screwing up, or be like, wow, I can learn a lot from this.
Yeah, that's it. Well, and that's what I've done, like, with watching a lot of competitive video games, is I learn from it. Like, you can watch what these pros, because they are pros, they're making millions of dollars playing these games because they're really good at it. Just like, LeBron James gets paid hundreds of millions of dollars to play basketball. These professional gamers are getting paid to play video games, which I think is cool. Like, if the reason they're able to make money doing it is because people watch, and so when people throw a fit, they're like, wow, we're paying all these guys millions of dollars because they're playing video games. Well, people are watching. If people were not watching, they wouldn't get paid. Like, that's how YouTubers get paid. That's how Twitch streamers get paid, is people watch. Advertisers give money to these platforms because they want to advertise to people that are watching. When you for example, when you go to YouTube and you watch a video but an ad pops up, that YouTuber just got paid, a percentage because of that ad. And the only way to get ads played on your Twitch or on your YouTube is to have an audience. So anyway, like, the whole esports thing, I'm super excited. Like, I watched Ninja's whole Las Vegas thing where I think it was esports reached out to him and they said that, hey, we want to have like this little, gathering. He kind of saw it as just like an opportunity to hang out with his fans and play with them, but a whole bunch of competitive Fortnite players that are really good, like, bought tickets to go play. And anyway, I watched that and I just thought it was freaking awesome that, that's what it can come down to in the future, is that people can become professional gamers and compete and get paid for it. It would literally become like the next sports instead of basketball and baseball, which I think will always stick around, but people will come and they'll become professional gamers. Like, that's a thing that can open up to the future.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have any comment on esports?
I think eventually they were gonna exist because, like, what's gonna exist next? I don't know. I think that, like, it's always been my dream. Like, always watch shows that were like video games, or like there's one video game that taken the world by storm, and then the bad guys try, like that Mega Man anime that they had on Kids WB, like Battle Network, like the chip battle game is taking the world by storm, like, or Yu-Gi-Oh takes the world by storm, stuff like that. Like, that one game is pretty much the only game people play, like, because you don't want other games to, like, you don't want to make up some fake game to, like, take away from the game you're trying to advertise. I'm thinking, like, yeah, like, I thought, oh man, it would be cool if this was actually played on a world competitive stage, and we're getting closer to that. Soon enough, probably video games will replace all sports. Soon enough, probably virtual technology will probably, like, replace, like, going outside and playing sports. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but, like...
No, I totally understand.
Like, someone will be in a tube, and then you'll see, like, in football, you, like, see, like, virtual holograms run at the people and tackle them, but they, like, have, like, contact things. I don't know, like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, nobody will have to be hurt during football, but they'll still have to, like, be strong, be, like, physically strong, so their bodies can, like, like, the hologram can map out their bodies.
Yeah, well, it's like, I don't think you saw it, but I saw Ready Player One, and that's kind of what it goes into.
I have, like, the audio. I like tried Audible for like a free trial, and I have the audiobook, but I only listened to 2 chapters. I need to listen to the whole book.
Oh, I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I watched the movie, but
Yeah.
it's very like there is a huge possibility, and with the way that technology is going, like that's the direction we're heading.
Yeah.
Is to where people can literally live their lives online, you know, in which I don't know if that's good or bad. It's a way for you to escape. Yeah. I think that's why people play video games now. It's a way for them to escape reality. It's a pastime. It's a way to just relax, you know, which on the other end, you can play games that don't let you relax. You know, they're very competitive or very hard, like Dark Souls, or competitive online multiplayer games. But no, I totally see what you mean. Like that could be the future, is that I don't know if the sports will be necessarily replaced. I think there's always going to be that there, which I could be wrong, but I see what you mean.
Like, well, I said like it's gonna be like in a virtual field, so that like, and it was boxing, like so that people don't suffer brain damage. They have like a virtual version of it, like.
And I think that'd be good. Like it's safer. Yeah. I mean, I understand people like the thrill of actually physically getting punched.
And also, they can make like a why go beyond boxing? We can go like full contact death sports, you know.
Yeah.
People will watch that as long as nobody's actually getting killed, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like it probably exists if the technology exists, like some crazy variant would exist, like, you know, BattleBots. I mean, that's coming, like that came back, like in the UK. It's popular in the UK, and they brought it back here. I don't know how popular it is in the US, but UK it's surprisingly popular, like but yeah, like I think technology's gonna go up until we blow ourselves up. I mean,
that's like, really what it'll come down to. That's what I think it'll be, is the human race will just blow themselves up.
That's what Carl Sagan said like I think he said, like, if we do not destroy ourselves, we man will move to the stars. Which is, that's the thing, if we do not destroy ourselves, that's the scary part.
Put that camera back on.
No, it's not. It's fine. It's still fine. Video games are gonna like change. Like Fortnite, who knows? Fortnite might be popular. Like PUBG was popular and like was the game in 2017 for half of 2017, and then Fortnite came along, and Epic Games was like, okay, we can do that, but we'll add like a little creation thing, a building mechanic,
which I think is freaking awesome.
Yeah, like PUBG is just guns and vehicles, and that's it. Like, but PUBG, Fortnite added like and it was free, and it also helps it's free.
Yeah.
This got but I wish they would have like a paid version, like $20, and you can unlock costumes normally. Like,
yeah, that'd be
cool.
I would like that. Buying stuff.
Yeah, instead of just buying each individual thing. But that's what most companies do. They're like, we can give the game for free and then just sell overprice the costumes, and they have to buy one rather than, like, you know, unlock. What happened to unlocking games? Unlocking things in games back then? It's all digital now. I know some developers who are passionate will actually have things you can go find that you need to unlock, but they're far and few between. And like I just want more like stuff like that, like actually like little costumes and Easter eggs you have to have effort to unlock, you know.
Well, I think that's what was enticing about like Call of Duty, especially when I first started playing, is like as you continue to get better at the game, you unlock things.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you going, is you want to unlock the next thing.
But now they like changed that. Didn't they, like, the latest one have like cards and stuff in it?
I don't know. I'm like 3 Call of Duties behind, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, didn't you play? I think you played Infinite Warfare, so that was like the last. So you're 1 Call of Duty behind.
Oh, that's right.
Because you haven't played World War II, but they might have added the card system. I know Halo did. Halo added the card system, even though back then you can unlock everything was unlocked at the get-go, and then you have to do those stupid cards.
When is Halo 6 coming out?
I don't know, but I probably don't care for it.
I do, and this will be the last time I buy an Xbox console. Hopefully they release it on Xbox One.
They might release it for PC.
Then I won't buy an Xbox.
Yeah, I'll just buy a really good PC, because Like I think we talked about this before, but Microsoft. Okay.
Microsoft is very good at screwing things over. Like I honestly, the only reason
remember on Xbox 360 how many exclusives they had?
They had a lot.
Yeah, they had a lot.
And they were good.
Even not only Microsoft doing the exclusives, but everyone else, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, like even timed exclusives. I remember, yeah, like all those companies, like what is it? Well, those are a few examples of companies that like made exclusives for Xbox 360. Even more peculiar is Japanese companies making exclusives for Xbox 360 because Xbox 360 sold like garbage. All the Xbox consoles have sold like garbage over in Japan, which is like I guess kind of not surprising since I don't think like in Japan like the Xbox consoles have like games like that are more suited to the Japanese audience, but like PlayStation has, but still like people made exclusives for that thing even after the PS3 started gaining traction. People just still made exclusives, but I guess it's when PS3 started dropping the price and more people started making more quality games when like the exclusives started to drop down until the PS4, until the disastrous reveal of the Xbox One when it said like you'll always have to be online and you have to, in order to share games with friends, like even if a physical copy, you have to have a friend code to share it. And it's like, and people were like, what? Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
Microsoft has like shot themselves in the butt.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the face when they told that. It's like, well, guess I'm getting the PS4. And I got it first. I did get an Xbox One eventually, but it's kind of been collecting dust lately.
Yeah,
there's not that many games to play on it. Like, and the PS4, like, I like it so much better because when you get a physical copy, like you just pop it in
and it plays.
Yeah, and it plays.
You don't have to freaking wait to download it.
And like even if there's like updates to download, you can still like
veto them, bypass, put them on standby.
Yeah, put them on standby and start playing single player until you get it. And also it's great at PS4 when you pre-order a game. I don't know if Xbox One does this. They probably don't. When you pre-order a game, especially like a big one, it actually starts pre-downloading it. Depends on like when you pre-order it starts pre-downloading it and it's ready to play when it comes out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It did it with Monster Hunter World. It did it with Horizon Zero Dawn. It does it with other games. And like, what I'm saying is like, Xbox One. Like the problem is like, it's a bizarre thing. I heard that like, on this Cat Icarus more unpopular opinions, like Unpopular Opinions Volume 2 he had, like the number one unpopular opinion was that, apparently he doesn't think that exclusives hurt the game industry. I'm like, what? Why would you think that? A lot of people think that exclusives are hurting the game industry. Isn't that how you sell a console, with exclusives? I mean, Switch is doing it to great success. The PlayStation's doing it to massive success. What's the Xbox One doing? Nothing. Like they say what their exclusives are Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive. It's PC. It's also on PC. So really, there's no real reason to go buy an Xbox One.
And that's
since all the games are also coming to PC. Sure, you have to download them off the Microsoft Store, but like, it's just a small hurdle. That's just like a small hurdle. You don't have to. It's like, eventually they do. Some of them do come to Steam, but it's like, that's the thing. Like, they're not putting enough exclusives, or at least timed exclusives, on there. Like, I think the last timed exclusive they have that wasn't on any other console was Rise of the Tomb Raider, and like, the problem is that sold like garbage because it came out the same day as Fallout 4. And if you had the choice, would you rather buy Tomb Raider or Fallout 4? I mean, like,
Fallout 4 is clearly the bigger game.
Yeah.
That's
and also, it's also
timing's
multi-console. It's got PC, Xbox One, and PS4 release.
Yeah.
Even though some people have their gripes about Fallout 4, you probably still pick it over Rise of the Tomb Raider. I mean, like, it's kind of obvious. And so that's why it sold way better on PS4, because not only did they, like, not only was it released on PS4, but they put in, like, this special, like, 20th anniversary edition collectible case thing for every copy. And it's like, whoa. So it's like, hey, we're sorry we didn't release this sooner. Here's a collectible case. We're sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry, mate. Now, that's the problem with Xbox is that there's no reason to buy one.
Yeah, like...
Give us a reason. Like, honestly, like I said, my only reason that I have one is for the Halo franchise. That's the only reason
Halo 5
I've kept it.
Halo 5, like...
It was eh.
Yeah, it's like, it's not that outstanding. Like, it's a competently made game, but it didn't blow me away like Halo 3. Like
Halo 1, 2, and 3 blew me away.
Yeah, that's
I think
like
they blew everybody away.
Some like the best moments in gaming with those, and the multiplayer perfecto. Well, was it perfect? But it was
amazing.
It was glorious. Then they had Halo 4 and 5 like the 4 I guess was alright, but Halo 5 multiplayer is just a mess.
Yeah,
like, that's the
I've
problem.
never played it, but I don't know.
Like the campaign, I could like I guess like I could care less about, but the multiplayer, like that's what everyone's gonna go to. If the multiplayer isn't as addicting as the other ones, what's the point of sticking around?
See, and I don't care.
And here's the thing, like Halo 5, they brought the Forge mode to PC, so like, and that was like back in 2016. So it's like, okay, eventually there's probably gonna be a PC release. And if they just bring the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5 to PC, what's left for Xbox? Because everything else is on PC. You could do it for backwards compatibility, but like, because old Xbox 360s, they slowly break down over the years. I mean, like,
I think I went through 4 or 5. Like my 360 Slim now just died on me.
Yeah, that's
just
exactly.
Like, why?
But
and yet, you know what? You know what's stupid?
I dropped my PS3. If you don't know, there's like a crash episode. I can't remember which one. Just it's near the end. But I actually kicked it and dented it. Still works fine. And like, sure, it's not as old as other ones, but I bet the PS3, like my PS2, runs perfectly. And I have an old PS2, and that works fine too. Yeah, I had to clean it out once, but when I cleaned it out, it worked again. Like, all you have to do is just clean your consoles out once in a while, and they work.
Yeah, well, and get this. This is the biggest
and when I opened my sorry, I'm interrupting a lot. When I opened my PS2, I saw cobwebs, and it's like, oh gosh.
Well, this is my biggest complaint is I have the original Xbox, and we got it brand new. I've had it since like 2001 when it first came out, and that still works today. 17 years later, I can play my Xbox original any game I want, and it works perfectly. The controllers all work. It is unbelievable. And now my 360, which I had for like 4 years, doesn't work at all, and my Xbox One remotes are breaking.
Mostly because of his brother, because he like.
Well, no, it wasn't. It's not even just because of that. They're wearing and tearing and breaking. I don't get it.
My PS4 controller, I think I dropped it several times and it still works.
Yeah, we've dropped the crap and just beaten the hell out of all of our old Xbox remotes, the originals, and they work fine. And it seems like you dropped the Xbox One remote once and the thumbsticks are broken.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like, I don't know. I just don't get it. The technology should be better, and yet the old technology of the original Xbox still works, and my 360 still doesn't.
Yeah. It sucks. That sucks.
I don't know. Microsoft, honestly, I think they've got like one last little bit of light that if they can't capitalize on.
Yeah.
And maybe they see it too, and they're like, you know what, we're just gonna.
And they just
PC
released
exclusive.
the Xbox One X, and I don't know how well that sold. It might have sold decently, but like it probably needs to sell like a lot more to like make it look successful. I don't know. I'd have to check the sales numbers. It probably sold really well because people are idiots and they'll buy it.
I actually thought that like like Nintendo and Sony were like way higher than Xbox ratings.
Yeah, they are. PS4 is still chugging along years after it released, and people are still making games for it because like it might be like this probably it's lived a long time because people theorize that Sony might not unveil their next console until 2020, and that's like so PS4 came out
It was like 2014,
2013.
So 7 years.
Late 2013, like around November /December. You want to know something? I remember going to Walmart and it was when the PS4 was just releasing. I look at like the new game, like they have a new game section right there, and I see like and this is like a day before or day or two before the PS4 is supposed to release, and what I see is Call of Duty Ghost on PlayStation 4 right there. It's like the PS4 is not even out yet. Why do you have copies of Call of Duty Ghost PS4 out there? No one's gonna buy that yet. They're gonna buy it when the PS4 comes out. I don't know why they still hold them in the back.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
way to go, Walmart.
I guess that was Activision's decision, but it's like
Activision's decision.
Why buy a PS4 copy and like wait 2 days? All right, I'm gonna get my PS4, then I get to play this, and you have to wait 2 days. It's like, but
no, I think Microsoft. Yeah. Like honestly, I think this is the fall of Microsoft as far as video games go.
Yeah, like. So. And their OS isn't very good either. I converted my you know what feature they're hiding from modern PCs today, like modern Windows PCs. There's a feature on there that I only discovered because I switched it from like the little start menu you click. I switched it to like look more like Windows 95. It looks more like Windows XP. But it's still close enough. There's a like where it says all the shutdown, it says all the options. You click the over arrow, and there's like multiple options like sleep, restart, shutdown, and there's an option called hibernate. And what it does when you click hibernate is it like kind of like shuts off the computer, but it keeps like if you're working on a document, it keeps like it freezes the screen, kind of like it says like a solid state freeze of like whatever you're doing. And then when you turn it back on, it like turns the computer back on, and everything that's already preloaded, like everything that was already loaded on there, is like on there again. And it's like, wow, that's more convenient than sleep, because sleep, when I bump the mouse once, the computer turns back on. I'm like, ah. So hibernate mode is like more useful.
I did not know.
I like it better than sleep mode. I think that sleep mode should be I think that hibernate mode should just become sleep mode, because that's way more convenient. Because when I bump the mouse, like sleep mode's great, but when I bump the mouse once, I have to turn my mouse off. It's wireless. It's gonna wake back up. So I'm like, so yeah, just make sleep mode into like make hibernate mode, and like just take hibernate mode and call it sleep mode, and we're good.
Yeah.
And like. They still have, and it's kind of surprising they still have the feature in there, because like even like Windows 10, it's like starting PC back up. It doesn't do like the little load up menu you see. And also I had the little I think what I had was I had the things. I don't know if it works correctly, but when you turn it off and on, like when you turn it on, it goes boo doo doo boo doo doo. It like has the Windows 95 opening. When you turn it off, it goes da 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 da. I like that.
Oh, excuse me.
If like people say that Windows 7, people agree that Windows 7 was like the best operating system. We could just go back to that. Remember Windows 8 with their start menu? Remember when you click the start menu and you just pull up this mess of tabs? Like I remember Windows 7, before you click the start button, it like pulled up this little nice menu in the corner. Doesn't take up much of the screen, and you just like go over and you like select files from there. It's like a quick access. And Windows 8, you click the screen, it just covers the screen with like confusing
Mega tab.
it was like a confusing layout of tabs that like, okay, where do I go? What do I do? Like why can't I find anything? And you just like
How long
sometimes
did Windows 8 last?
not very long. I don't think anybody. And you know what's really weird? They made 8.1, which I don't know if it changed very much, but like after that, it's like, okay, let's do the next operating system. Windows 10 is like, where's Windows 9?
That's
You
like
skipped Windows 9.
that's like Apple with the iPhone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had like iPhone 7, then iPhone 8,
And then iPhone 10.
iPhone X. It's like, where's iPhone 9? I don't even think they had an 8. I think they just had 7 and then X. It's like, where's 8 and 9? Sometimes I just don't get big tech companies.
They do whatever they want.
Yeah, they do whatever they want. And so yeah, like even the menu with Windows 10, it's not as good. It's just like the simple one that was like with Windows 7 before. Like, I don't know what they're doing over at Microsoft. Like, it even reflects on Xbox One. Like the
Snorting
layout.
coke and
The layout on Xbox One is
doing
awful.
hardcore drugs.
Awful. Like the PlayStation, it's simple. The Switch, simple. Even the Wii U in a way was simple. It was simple.
Xbox menu.
Yeah.
You have to
It's
know
like
how to read Egyptian.
Yeah, like you go to the store and like so many like uneven tabs, like what is this? And the search, for some reason the search is like in the middle of the page. I'm like, why is the search in the middle of the page? Shouldn't it be at the top?
It just makes
It's
sense.
All Windows, like basic web design or layout design, you always put the search at the top. Why is it in the middle?
Because this is the 21st century, baby.
They want to be new, hip, and edgy. No, you gotta be no.
They are the edgelords.
People want convenience over like artistic decision. If your artistic decision is getting in the way of convenience to getting complicated, scale it back a bit. And also Super Smash Brothers. Like, remember how simple the menus were in Super Smash Brothers, like 1 through Brawl?
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while to point this out, but the one in Wii U and 3DS is garbage. Like, you know the Smash Run mode that nobody plays? We like played it once and everyone was like, It's like got its own dedicated tab on like the front of the menu. Like there's multiplayer, like Smash. They call it multiplayer, and then they have like these two tabs, like Smash Run, and then it says Games and More. Games and More is where all the single player content was. Back then, that had like its own menu. Like there were two menus, one for multiplayer and one for single player stuff. And then all the options and stuff were buried. Just go like there's a video Relax did, and he like compared all the Smash Brothers menus, and the 3DS Wii U menu is garbage. It's like, whoa, I never noticed that. It is awful. How could they do this? I hope they don't do it for the new. I hope they redesign it for the new Smash.
When is the new Smash supposed to come out?
Oh, they say 2018. They always just say 2018. I don't know. They might delay it. Who knows? But hopefully it come out this year. Also, Shenmue 1 and 2 coming out this year. New Spider-Man game.
I don't know about that one. I hope it turns out great.
It's by Insomniac. Insomniac has done good games so far.
What was the one? Insomniac, what was their biggest game they made?
Ratchet and Clank.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And then they also... Oh, yeah. Another game that should just release for PC already. It's only Xbox One right now. Sunset Overdrive. Give us a PC release because I don't want to play my... that's the only other game worth playing an Xbox One for, and it's nothing groundbreaking, but like if you just give a PC release, people are gonna be like, okay. And then there's after Halo and that game all get released on PC, there's absolutely zero reason to play an Xbox One.
Yeah, unless they come out with something great, like
and the only way if Microsoft really wants to get back into gaming, they should do it through PC, because PC gaming has made a total resurgence. I remember like through the PS2 era, I think I remember like late in like the PS2 Xbox era, it was slowly starting to die out kind of, and then like kind of like was like not as big as like through the Xbox 360 PS3 era, and then like somewhere time around this generation, consoles just boomed. like I think because indie games just like made it boom again, like. And Steam, like I think Steam, like originally had a terrible layout and like it didn't work very well. But then they remodeled Steam, and then everyone's just now releasing games on it. And it's like PC gaming is climbing back up, and like it's amazing because you can do so much on a PC that you can't do on consoles.
Well, and I think people are realizing that like you can have PCs that are way more powerful than any gaming console.
Yeah.
So
like, and they say that Xbox One X is the most powerful gaming console in the world, and then here comes Origin. It's like
it's a computer.
Yeah,
a computer's the most powerful gaming console in the world.
And then here comes Origin and says like, oh yeah, we made one more powerful. Sorry, Microsoft. It's like Microsoft. You said like the most powerful home console when something is probably more powerful that has like, I don't know. They said like 10 teraflops. Something probably has 20 teraflops. A computer probably has. You could probably get a computer that has 20 teraflops, and it'll cost you a fortune, but it's possible.
Well, and here's the thing too with like as far as console gaming goes, like my computer probably plays like and runs better than any of my consoles. And
did I move that? Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh.
Now you gotta fix it. Right there. It's fine. Anyway, so as far as console gaming goes, I like it better because of the controller and simply because of only the controller. And now that I can plug in my controller directly to my PC, I would much rather play and buy games on my computer and play them that way because my computer's faster and I don't have to wait forever for these games to download.
Exactly.
Like, can I get Dark Souls on the PC?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All 3 of them.
I would.
The
well,
only
not just Dark Souls,
are the only exception is Bloodborne, but
that's because it's a PS4 exclusive.
But PS4 has good exclusives to begin with, so
that's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly, and I see Microsoft doing this is. I don't know if they'll necessarily abandon Xbox completely, but they'll do double release for the PC.
Yeah.
So I'll just buy all the games that I could have bought for my Xbox and play them on my PC. And if I have to go out and buy a $60 Xbox 75 remote to connect to my PC, fine.
Yeah, and you can do it with the
or I'll just get a PlayStation remote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, gaming is going to evolve to where I think everybody will just start – instead of making a console, they'll just develop a computer, which is going to suck bad if you have to buy a Microsoft computer and then a Sony computer to play different games.
I don't know if Sony's going to go into PC. I think they're going to they do make some like PCs with Windows operating system in there. But
well, I think the console battle is going to be it's going to be dominated, which already is. It's going to be dominated by Nintendo and Sony.
Yeah.
I think those two are going to be like taking over the
video game world as far as
consoles go.
I know they don't want to abandon their Xbox console like that. I know they're going to try hard not to abandon their
well, they have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but like I think they'd cut a profit if they just release exclusively for the PC, like, because PC gaming is coming, like it's back on the rise.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, and like I think also something they could do that's pretty bold is make their own like super gaming PCs like. Some games only exclusively play on this gaming PC, and like it's totally customizable. It's like the idea of the Steam box that was like if you don't know, the Steam box was supposed to be like this thing that Steam is supposed to make, where it's like a personal PC that runs on their own OS software that like it's cheap and affordable, and like you just play Steam games right on this box. But the problem was that not like almost like a ton of games were not compatible with Steam OS, and like they did like the release was so quiet that it's like, wait, this came out?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like this, like when it was announced, this thing was big. It's like, wow, I can't wait for it. And then it was quietly announced, and it's like, as quietly came out, it's like, wait, it came out and it's not that good? What a wasted opportunity, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if Microsoft does like the same thing as Steam tried to do, but with like announce it and tout it like the Xbox PC, like call it like Xbox PC. I think that they could get a lot of money from that because it's a PC and like it would be affordable. They could try to make it affordable and it would run really well.
Well, here's the thing though. The only way for that to work is if you have games. You need games that people want to play. That's why Xbox is not doing good because they don't have games.
If they release games exclusively on this Xbox, like you can only play it on this Xbox PC, there you go. Like all the Halo games on Xbox PC, Minecraft on Xbox PC. Well, they probably still have Minecraft multi-console, but like Minecraft 2 Xbox PC, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, yes, they need, like, if whatever they're going to do next, they need exclusives because they're
dying.
Yeah, and like, dying. You know, and I remember now where I brought up, people think that the exclusives are, like, bad for the gaming industry, but it's like, no, like, that's how consoles are sold. That's why Xbox is failing. And, like, I don't get why people, like, have a problem with that. Like, I see where Caddy's coming from because I didn't know that people were complaining about exclusives. Like,
well, see, I can see both sides. Like, and I think I've mentioned this before, is that if game developers would release their game on multiple consoles, you think it would, so you could sell more copies.
Yeah.
Which I understand that, but I also understand in the sense that, hey, if we pair up with this game developer that develops these games that people want, and we only release them exclusively on PC or Xbox or Nintendo or whatever, like, then we can sell more consoles.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, as far as, I feel like Nintendo is off in their own little land. They've got games that, I mean, will never be released on PC, Sony, or on PlayStation, PC, or Xbox. Like, all their Nintendo exclusive characters, Link, Mario, all of those main gaming franchise things, they'll never be released over here. So people will always be buying Nintendo to play those games because they're awesome. As far as PS4, I can't really think of any games besides Bloodborne. And I'm sure you know tons that are PC exclusive. But like Xbox,
Yakuza,
all Xbox has is Halo.
Yeah.
And I guess Minecraft.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Yakuza, and that's pretty much been Sony exclusive for a while. The only console that ever really came out that wasn't Sony was on Wii U in Japan for like, it released like the first 2 games in HD on Wii U, but that's only ever been the instance. They've all been exclusives, and there's a lot more games that were released exclusively on PS4. I think Final Fantasy 12, when they re-released it, I think that was a PS4 only release, and I have that. I need to play. I bought a lot of games I've only played once or twice of. That's why streaming. I'm getting into streaming because I get to play the games that I like just played once, and like never play them again because now I just want to play them again.
Well, and it's like you're double whamming it because now you're playing the game and trying to build an audience on Twitch. So I think it's cool. But we probably need to play some Fortnite. Do we still have time? I want to talk a little bit about Twitch before we get into the movie segment. Yeah, go for it.
The thing about Twitch is that like whenever you want to play games you want and they're not that popular, an audience probably isn't going to come watch, and unfortunately you have to either cave in and you can keep playing the games you want that are probably not that popular, and maybe eventually in 2 years get a good enough following so you can get a partnership, or you can cave in and play the popular games.
Well, I think that's a way to build your audience. You can ride the wave, which if they like you enough that they'll stick around. Like, for example, your Vine Sauce guys you watch. They could play any game, and I'm sure you'd watch it.
They do play any game, and Vinny just decided to play Fortnite because he thought, like, hey, that seems pretty interesting, and he just played it. And he's like, I know the negative stigma around this game, but I thought, hey, it looks cool. I'll play it. He played it because he wanted to, and that's the thing. If he wants to play Fortnite because he wants to, that's great. When you're starting out and I have to play Fortnite just to build an audience, then when I build my audience and I abandon Fortnite, all the other people who came to watch me play Fortnite, just like, I'm afraid they might go with with me not playing Fortnite. They just might go watch someone else. That's the scary part. Like, you play a certain game. That was my phone. Sorry, it's Twitter. You play a certain game, and everyone who was watching you play that certain game, they only watched you for playing that game and not the personality. That's the thing. That's like the two-edged sword with but you hopefully will tell them, you gotta understand, I just want to play what I want to play, and you should understand that if you want to come play games and like for my personality, because there's some personality streamers that people watch because it's that person. Like, it's how they react. Like, Dr. Disrespect, he can probably play. I know I bring up Dr. Disrespect a lot, but that's the only person. Oh, shoot.
Is that battery dead? No, it's on.
Okay, sorry.
You have to hit record.
Oh.
To hit it again.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I know I bring Dr. Disrespect up a lot, but he's like the only popular one I know. Like, he could play anything because of his personality, but he really only plays Fortnite, PUBG, and some other games.
Yeah.
There's this one that Epic Games released called not Epic Games. It was Cliff Blazinski, who used to be part of Epic Games, who founded Epic Games even, but he was like, he left and now he like found his like own studio, and Cliff Blazinski made not a MOBA, battle royale game called Radical Heights. It's like this 80s tinged battle royale game that people played. I don't know how good it is. Like, I saw on the Steam page, got like a mostly negative, so clearly it's like at an unfinished state. But yeah, like he played some of that, like, but he could go and play anything he wants, and people will probably stick around because of the personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
And I feel like that's the goal, is you want to get people to stick around because of, not because of the game you play, but because you are. Like, well, and like with our YouTube channel, like, people have stuck around. Like, we've had fans that we've had from the beginning stick around because we've played tons of different games, and a lot of people say that they like how it's both of us. They like how there's not just one person, but two, because it reminds them of when they were younger and they would play with all their buddies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the problem with the stream right now is just me. And when it comes to commentary, I'm not very good at it. I'm trying hard. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to get better. I hope I do like get better. Maybe I can learn. Maybe I can look up some more things, like how to do better commentary and stuff. There was this lady who made a video like how to entertain a stream with 0 viewers, and it's a pretty good idea. I just need to keep working at it. And if people type in the chat like, "Hey, what's up?" It's like, "Hey," I will interact with the chat. If it's not like a bunch of messages going up. What the heck?
I think the battery's dead.
Okay. Well, sorry, no camera. But
just keep going.
This guy's gonna get the camera.
Unless we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
Are we about to wrap up?
Well, I want to do the movie segment and stuff. Real quick. So.
Then we'll just do this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So yeah, about like Twitch, like I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna like get my like, mostly because like I'm socially awkward. So but if people keep watching and keep listening or listen, like people keep watching and people keep tuning in, it's not. I'll just stand up. I'll just look up like this. If people keep watching, keep coming in, and keep and type in chat and and interact. I'll be interactive with people. Yeah, it's better. A little bit, not too much. I will. Yeah, like that's pretty much what I have to do with Twitch. Just like be more social and like have more like things to say. Maybe I should like tell more stories. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But now let's just let's enough about Twitch and esports stuff. Let's get into my movie segment. And I saw was considered a classic. It's a very dark movie. It's from Korea, and it's called Old Boy. It's on Netflix right now, and it's not to be confused with the American remake, which I heard was not good. So I guess don't go watch it. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I heard it doesn't do the original justice very well. But it's I will tell you, this movie, it's a very well shot, well acted movie. The story is very engaging. The things that happen in it are pretty dark, pretty disturbing. There's a big twist that's pretty infamous now if you know about the movie. I don't want to spoil it here, since when I watched it and I knew about the twist, because I knew about the twist before, I wait, let me think. I knew the twist was coming, and but they did it so well that if I tell you now and you haven't heard about this, I'd say go watch it, because the twist is like if I didn't know about the twist before watching the movie and I saw it, it probably would have just it probably would have made me vomit.
Wouldn't have been as good.
No, it would have been it would just destroyed my mind. I'd be like, oh my gosh, just not knowing about the twist beforehand, I would be like, ah.
But since you knew about it,
yeah.
So you're saying if I were to go watch it, the twist would explode me?
Yeah, it would. So if you have the guts for it, it gets pretty disturbing. Like there's one scene where the main character starts removing a guy's teeth with a claw claw part of a hammer. Yeah, that part's pretty messed up. But it's not. It's it doesn't get. Well, it's pretty violent, but it I think Sky could handle it, but yeah, just get that twist at the end will probably
Does it make the movie?
Oh, it may. Oh, it makes the movie. It's pretty much is the pretty much that twist solidifies it as one of the most shocking movies. It's just great storytelling. Yeah, Old Boy. I guess I'll just give the plot. It's a little bit of a plot summary. It's about this guy. He has a Korean name. I can't remember. I think Odesu is his name. And he's just this businessman in Korea. He's known for being a drunk buffoon. And one day he just gets kidnapped and is held in a room for 15 years. And he's not told why. And when he gets out, he wants revenge, and the main villain is just messing with him through the whole thing. And it's very engaging. It's very thought-provoking, I guess. Yeah, it's just a great plot. It's very heavy. If you don't want to watch it, it's not a happy movie at all. If you don't want to watch a movie that could possibly put you down, just
don't watch this one.
Don't watch this one. But if you want a really good movie, regardless of whether it's disturbing or depressing or whatever, do it. You should do this one. And on Netflix, this is mostly for people like Sky who don't like subtitles, but it is subtitled. There's no dub.
Great.
But I think you should look past that regardless and just watch this movie.
Maybe I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah.
So, but what would you like to rate that movie?
I'll rate it a very good, super very good, excellent all the time.
great.
Great.
So my band and song for the week is a band called Nightly, and the song is called Holding On. Check it out. It's very chill.
Can you give us like a little sample?
Sure.
Well, yeah, I guess you could play it. It will.
In the car, windows down.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a very chill
Yeah.
song. Check it out.
Okay, yeah.
So, but I think that's a wrap for today's show.
And one thing before we go, we're gonna film a promo video after this, but Pat has a GoFundMe for a trip that he wants to make down to come hang out with us. His goal is $500, very small, simple goal, and we'll have a link down below if you wanna go donate to that. Sky has to remember to put the link since he's editing this one, so
It's true.
but you'll probably remember it since we're also gonna film a promo video after it, so you'll definitely see the promo vid.
Yeah.
Probably on, I think it's be on either radkatz or Game Gods channel. Probably Game Gods.
It'll be on Game Gods.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could do a double upload. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
That's the show for today,
Yeah.
dudes. Thanks for
So yeah,
checking in.
and this one's relevant since Sky's gonna try to get it on tomorrow. It's Sunday, and he's gonna try to get on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and edit this bad boy and get it uploaded tomorrow, so you
it's
guys
like,
can watch it
so
whenever you watched it.
it's relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a lick and a like.
And yeah, we'll see you next episode.
Keep it rad.
Keep it 300.
You've got mail. You got. Goodbye.